So I'm gonna go looking this morning for some lumber. Just kind of sorry, I get a little snotty in the morning. Just looking for something to do today. So I've got plenty of lumber on the side of my house, but I always go on the weekends. It's kind of my thing to do, and look to see what I could find. I'm always looking for coal lumber from Lowe's or Home Depot. Same thing, I've got a bunch on my other side of my house. But I basically just look for whatever lumber I can find, and then I find a project to build with it, as opposed to finding a project and then looking for lumber. So I build cornholes, boards as well. I have gotta have lumber everywhere. Right here by the outside refrigerator. And anyways, when I find a good deal, I buy it. So this is ePay. Each one of these boards weighs roughly 20 pounds, and you could pretty much park a tractor on it. I have projects that I've started. There's some bench, I don't know what you call them, like a frame for a bench. I just need to put some slats together. I have leftover boards, countertops. These are from two different jobs that I did, and then I got the scraps. This is from it's one of those signs, like welcome signs. Hobby Lobby, every holiday has signs, and then after the holiday they go on sale. So I think these were Easter, and I think I picked those up for like $9, maybe a little less. And just because it's one piece, and instead of laminating boards together that have a chance of falling apart, I just picked those up. So walk into the shop here, got my car warming up. So it's been a while since I've even posted a video, but I have built a shop and got a good spot to work in here. And right now, Memorial Day is Monday, so not an original design, but this was my first one. I did a wavy flag, like a draped wavy wooden flag, and I posted this online, just to my Facebook, and I had somebody reach out and ask me if I could make a specific state flag, and it's a easy enough design. So this is a blank right now, and I'm going to make that a state sign. And I'm not usually a fan of burning, something I did when I first started out, and I totally pulled away from that. However, because this is a solid piece of pine, I burned it kind of where the shadows would be, because I'm not staining anything. So when I paint over this, those areas will just be a little darker, and then it also helps hide some blemishes. So not that there's a lot of blemishes, but you know, it's meant to be a fun, fast project. And I got another blank down there. So a couple projects going on. I'm just always looking to do like a weekend project, nothing too long, because when I start it, and if I can't finish it in a day or two, then sometimes I just lose interest. So most of my projects are, day project. So anyhow, I'm headed off to Lowe's and possibly Home Depot, and I'm going to take you guys along and see what I can find. So we're walking into Lowe's by my house. Fortunately, I only live about a mile away, so I always come and pick their cart clean. They haven't had much though. Oh snap. So they've actually gone through part of their lumber section. Pressure treated lumber, legs for planters. There's some pine, few pieces of cedar. I know I don't have any 2x4s at the house. There's a cedar 2x4. And a little bit more pine. I really don't do too much with pine, but I do usually buy all the cedar that I can find. Some sheetrock. Alright, so first Lowe's was a success. It's always a success unless you get skunked. So found a few boards, kind of random. There was a pressure treated board that had a big, probably good 12 inches of it damaged, missing, but it's straight. So 50% off. I'm good for that. Usually I buy them at 70% off. They started doing 50%, and honestly, some of the stuff is for 50% really isn't even enough discount for me. But hold on, let me get my seatbelt on. It's like 7 in the morning on Saturday before Memorial Day. I don't buy a lot of pine. There was one pretty straight pine board, and I plan to use that for some signs, kind of like some welcome signs for front door. I'll clean it up and flatten it out, and I'll poly it so it's, you know, waterproof and stuff, and then just tell anybody not to, you know, don't put it in the rain. But I get 2 signs out of that. It was I think that board was 50% off. Everything was, but I think the board was normally like $15, so I think it cost me about $7. There was a couple cedar 5/4 by 4s, 10 footers I believe they were. I'm always buy cedar, so those were $9. I think right now they're 9 something a piece, so those were $5 a piece. So my total for like 6 boards was $30. Not bad considering if I get legs out of that one board and make a planter, I'll sell a planter for $150. This next Lowe's that I'm going to is my number 1 place that I go. They usually go through their lumber pretty often, and they have a lot of stuff out. The only downside with this one is they don't sell the stuff individually, so you have to buy the whole coal pack. So I find a lot of stuff there, but I gotta buy it in a bunch. So depending on how they have it packed, because it's all, you know, random, depends on if I'm gonna buy it or not. You know, I mean, they may have half the pack is what I will use, and half of it is something I will never use. I won't buy it. But yeah, so we'll see what they have. They usually put it outside, and then I'm looking at small stuff for like pickets, cedar, treated cedar or treated hemlock. Any of those things I can use for legs for a planter, or like the band that holds them together. Always looking for like 2x6s. Last year I scored, I think I probably got 12 2x6s, 10 footers cedar, and I got them for like 70% off last year, and I haven't even used them, so they're still on the side of my house. So those are the ones I use for my legs on my herb stands. And you know, I just change things up, which kind of sucks for direction if I'm making a video for somebody to watch. But in the video I'm making, I try and put together plans for the material that I'm using, and then I try my best not to, you know, you can do this or this, because that always throws me off, and I don't want to throw other people off. But so anyways, I got about a 10-minute drive. I'm gonna turn you off here, and then we'll get back when I get there. All right, so we might be a bust on this one. This is usually where the coal lumber is, that rack right there in the center. But I'm gonna walk in I got something else to buy anyways, but generally speaking, this is where I find any deals at this Lowe's. But let's walk inside and see. So every now and then they put stuff on the next aisle over. I'm gonna walk over there. I see a carton at the end there too. So I don't like to do it too often, but sometimes you can, if you find something you need and you find something that's kind of messed up, sometimes you can just go and ask them. Like this board here is warped. If that's what I was looking for, I might just grab it and say, hey, can you mark this down? So this looks like the coal cart here. Oh, I see a sign. There you go. So actually that's kind of cool. I got the fence. Don't need that. There's some pegboard, or not pegboard, what do you call it? I forget. Anyhow, there's 2 pieces of cedar, and it's probably all I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna grab those. I always check out the appliances too. I bought a $3,000 fridge for $600 one year. 1,100 bucks. And I'm always looking at the cabinets. What's that? $150. That is a hickory, I believe. And $900 cabinet. I don't care what it is, it ain't worth it, but for 75 bucks. Good, good. "12-inch base cabinet." All right, we looked. Also, so there's usually there's a back wall section that has all the clearance stuff. I'm always looking because there's always tools. Looking for something, but I don't know where it's at in this store. So, okay, so did not find what I was looking for, but I did find the clearance section. Had to ask. I just go through here because I'm always looking for miscellaneous tools. You never know what you're gonna find. Again, this is just for people who don't know, but it's usually the lowest value, and I'm always picking up nut drivers. $35 tool for $17. But I'm gonna poke through here and see if I can find anything. And I am also looking, sometimes you'll find cutting boards in here, and I don't see any right now, but for way cheap, and you can take them home. I got a laser engraver, so I'm always looking for things that I can enhance and then sell. So nothing in the discount aisle, but I really do like Lowe's because they put these yellow tags on everything. So just kind of walk around the sections I know that have things that I could use, and then just look for yellow tags. So right now I'm walking over, last stop, I'm gonna walk over to the hardware section where the drawer handles are, because they usually have, hardware has a little clearance thing usually, and if you put handles on cutting boards or serving trays or something, so I haven't found them yet, but they'll be like an area. So I mean, there's always deals. $32 instead of $54 for a mailbox holder. Here we go. Right here. So these are mechanisms for the click and shut. Normally $15, on sale for $3. French mounts, nothing. So no big deal. Just always looking. Make sure I do my due diligence to, if I'm working on a project, save some money. And I think that's it. Cool. So I'm headed back to look for my coal cart with lumber on it. Hopefully it's still there. And I didn't find anything else. There's a lot of good stuff here though. Okay. I lied. One more stop. So this Lowe's, I've always had really good luck with tools. There's a restorer tool. I'll see if I remember. I'll show it to you later. That I can't tell you how much I love having that tool now. But I bought 3 of them because they were like half off. So apparently today, it's the day to buy sandpaper. Everything's marked down. Now the Gator stuff is not marked down enough for me to want to get it, but I will use Craftsman. So this is all the mesh stuff. I don't have. I do need to get one of these sanders, these pointy guys, but I don't have one yet. So maybe I'll go look at sanders. I'm getting a sander today. All right, so I just pulled up at the house. Did pretty good today. I just got one 2x4. I could build a planter with that, some legs. I got a random piece of pine. Told you I think I'm gonna make 2 signs out of that. I always buy cedar. I've got 2 pieces of 5/4 by 4, 10 footers. Yeah, 10 footers. I use these in just about every planter I make. Let's see. I've got 2 pieces of cedar, 2x4 cedar. I know it's bent, but when you're cutting legs, you know, if I put these on legs from here up is straight and it's just curved right there, I can make a 16 or 18 inch leg, and I might make a planter that is 16 inches. So I'll just cut 16s. But for $5, it's an excellent piece of wood. So I got 2 of those. 3, I'm sorry. And this one's dead straight. It just has some staples in it. It's probably on the edge of the bundle, and a little bit of damage right there. All I do is sand that out. I got 2, 4, 6. I got 6 2x4s. They're not blemished. It's just rough, but they're straight. I've got a planer, so those will be straightened up. These are just random pieces. I just bought them because it was in really good shape. I usually, like I say, I don't use pine too much, but I like to have odds and ends stuff. Now again, I make cornhole boards, so this is probably enough to make 2 sets. I'm not going to do the math on that right now, but if I could get 2 sets of frames out of this, 4 boards, I think I sell them for $250, so I can make 500 out of that. The only thing I need to get from there is 2 sheets of plywood. I get good plywood. It's $89 a piece. So 89 a piece. So I'd have $180 in plywood. This cost me 1, 2, let's see, $3, $6, $9. So it cost me $9 for that. So for about $170, I can make 500 and have fun doing it. $3 isn't going to kill me if I paid full price, but I know I can use it. And if I make legs and a planter, a couple pickets, even if I had to go buy the pickets, I can make a planter, $150. So these will go into legs. These will be the bands on the planter. These will be legs. So all in all, pretty good. All right, last part of this video. I just got home. Just wanted you guys, anybody who decides to take a look, to see how I get lumber. Everybody always complains about lumber prices, and rather than wasting energy complaining, I just look for a way to do it. Like any woodworker, and I use that term very lightly, I am surrounded by lumber. That is black locust, I think, black something. Friend cut a tree down. He's got lumber. There's a pile of it, as much as I can pull home if I want. It's supposed to be highly figured. Now, I got a little bit more of this, and I'm just letting it dry out. But there should be a lot of figuring in it. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I've got a lot of figured maple that is just trash. People just always trading and bartering. If I buy lumber, it's 50% off, 70% off. And most of the projects that I do with lumber that I've got for free. But I've got lumber everywhere. Up there I've got stuff that I found. This was all coal. That's all cedar. Those are like 5/8, I think. 3/4 by 4, something, I don't know. But if I find something I think I can use, I just buy it and put it aside. For the rest of the day today, though, I don't plan on making anything today. I'm going to my mom's here to cook dinner for her. And this is, again, Saturday. I'm going to go up there and hang out with her. I'm going to leave here around noon. So I got about 3 hours to mess around. So for right now, I'm going to go to my computer. This is going to be a Maryland state flag. And I'm going to go see if I can mock it up and cut a stencil on my vinyl cutter. And then that will be a state flag. And then the one back there is going to be a Virginia state flag. So I'm going to see if I can play on the computer, get this mocked up, and maybe that'll be part of another video. When I do tape this up, I'll probably do a, time-lapse video, because I'll put that, this was my first go-around, and it came out really good. I spent a lot of time on this one. These ones here, I was able to speed up the process a little bit after learning which tools to use and everything. So I think it came out really nice. So I plan to make a video on making flags. There's a ton of them out there. So not trying to do anything new. I just think that when people are writing up their instructions, I always watch a couple of videos to try and see if I can't pick up something in one video that wasn't in another. And that's usually what helps me out. So I watch 5 or 6 videos, get an idea. And I know I don't have a ton of videos, but the videos I post are projects with, what I would call maybe cleaned up directions, or, if something on one video was unclear to me, I just kind of spend extra time talking about it. So I'm 4 or 5 years into woodworking, but still very much a beginner. A lot to learn. I make a lot of mistakes, but that's how I learn. So yeah, let's get in there and make some mistakes.